Good morning, ninth standard. Our topic is on 2C, that is equations of motion. So, equations of motion means it is a three set of equations. Okay, so in these equations, you will be able to find the quantities like initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration, distance traveled, and time of journey. So, totally, you will be able to find these five quantities using this set of equation. So the condition applied here is they are to be moving in a linear motion. Okay, the object is supposed to move in a linear motion. You will be using your these three set of equations of motion. So I'll tell you again. V stands for or we'll go. Yes. So U stands for initial velocity, V stands for final velocity, A stands for acceleration, S stands for displacement or height, okay, and T stands for the time taken. Is it clear? U stands for initial velocity, okay, it stands for initial velocity, and V stands for final velocity, A stands for acceleration, S for displacement, and T for the time taken. So using this only we'll be deriving our equations of motion. So in your equations of motion there are two methods. One is graphical method. The derivation is two methods. One is graphical method, the other one is your formula method. So for graphical method we need a graph, and we'll be using a graph which has uniform acceleration, So look at your graph. First let me explain your graph. So your graph consists of uniform acceleration, as I told you. So it should be a velocity time graph. Okay, so velocity along your y-axis and time along your x-axis. So till OU it is in initial velocity, and after that only it is just starting to change its velocity, and since it starts to change it is producing a uniform acceleration. Okay, it is producing a uniform acceleration. So look at your graph. OX, that is your x-axis, is used for time, and your OY is used for velocity. And look here, OU means it is your initial velocity, and after that it is increasing, and V is the final velocity. Therefore OV is final velocity and OU is initial velocity. So by looking at this graph you can find you are having some shapes in them. So can you see it is a rectangular shape. OUED is a rectangular shape. The next one is a triangle shape. UDE is a triangle shape. So using them only we will find it. So first one, in a given velocity time graph, how do I find an acceleration? I have to take a slope. So slope means slope of what is the only slanting line here, it is your AB. So for this AB only I'm going to find my slope. So for A point you have to find your x and y axis, and for B point I have to find my x and y points. Okay, for B I have to calculate my x and y. Similarly for U I have to calculate my x and y. So for A, my x point will be 0. Okay, for A it is 0, or let me take it as O. Okay, I'll just mark it as 0. And for at A, what is your y value? It is at U. For B it is D comma V. Okay, D is nothing but your T, time taken. That is totally time taken. I'll explain you here. Listen. So I'm going to take the line slope for the line a comma B. So what is your slope formula? I'm going to find my acceleration. I'm going to find acceleration. Acceleration means the change in y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is your formula for acceleration. So in that line we are supposed to find it. So what is our line here? Look at your line first of all. It is for A and B. So for A and B, what is your point? For A point it is 0 comma U. For B point it is T comma V. Okay, for B point it is T comma V. You're able to follow? For A point it is 0 comma U. For B point it is T comma V. Now substitute in your formula. So formula is what? Acceleration. A is equal to Your formula for acceleration, a is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Therefore, v minus u divided by t minus 0. A is equal to v minus u divided by t. You bring this t this side, so it will become at is equal to v minus u. So you bring this u this side, you will get v is equal to u plus at. So that is the expression which is given in your derivation part. Okay, you got this one. This is how we finally obtain it. V is equal to u plus at. So next one, I'm going to calculate the distance. So whenever we want to calculate the distance, we are supposed to use your area formula. So area means, so I want to find the total distance traveled. So total distance traveled can be found by using your area formula. Therefore, area of this rectangle plus area of this triangle. It's given area of trapezium. Trapezium you can divide it, you will get but area of rectangle plus area of the triangle. So what is the area of a rectangle? Length into breadth. What is the area of the triangle? Half into length into base into height. Okay, look here. So this is your rectangle portion. So first one is your rectangular portion. Next one is your triangle. This is your triangle. So for this I have to use length into breadth formula, and for this I have to use half into base into height. So that is what I'm going to use here. Can you follow? So the displacement, that is the total distance I'm traveled, can be used, you find using your area formula. Area means area of a rectangle plus area of your triangle. What is your rectangle here? This portion. This is your rectangle. So length into breadth of it. Length into this breadth. And next one is your triangle. Half into same base into the height of it. So look here. So u into t. So OA into OD. OA into OD. So OD is your time taken. So can you see OD is your time taken and OA, that is your u value. So first I got for my triangle. Rectangle. Next one is for my area of triangle. So area of triangle means the total height is nothing but v minus u into t. So it is nothing but v minus u into t. You are able to follow? Okay, first I will calculate for my rectangle. This is my rectangle. Length into breadth. So what is the length here? OD. OD means it is time. Breadth is OU. That this one OA. OA means it is U. So this is how we first got UT. Next one, I'm going to calculate for my area of a triangle. So area of a triangle, this is your triangle. What is triangle formula? Half into base into height. Now base is going to be the same, O into D. Can you see? Base is same. AE and OD are same. Therefore, what is the base here? Time. So half into T. Now next one is my height. Height is matter. So till this point it is U, and totally it is V. I need only this portion, the half of it. Therefore it is V minus U. I need only this portion. Therefore I can write V minus U. So therefore it is V minus U. 1 by 2 into T into V minus U. That is how I got all these. So UT, area of your rectangle, plus half into base into height, that is area of your triangle. So applying this, u into t plus half into v minus u into t. So from your equation 2.9, v minus u is equal to 80. I am going to substitute this. So for this v minus u, I am going to substitute this. So after substituting this, you will get ut plus half at into t. Therefore ut plus half a t square. So instead of this v minus u, I am going to substitute this at. So instead of this v minus u, what I am going to substitute? At, and if you multiply, you will get this equation. Now let's go for our third set of formula. Third is also same. So area of the trapezium. Now for trapezium I'm going to apply. So trapezium means sum of parallel sides into its height. So same manner, half into parallel sides OA and DB. OA and DB, the sum of parallel sides into its entire. So OD. So U plus OA and DB, therefore U plus V into T. So instead, now I'm going to substitute for my T. Okay, in this case we substituted for velocity. Here I'm going to substitute for T. Again you take your first set of equation. What is our first set of equation? V is equal to U minus U plus AT. Therefore V minus U is equal to AT. V minus U divided by A is equal to T. This is how we got this equation, which I am going to substitute now here. So I'll be substituting here for V minus U by A. So substitute for this one. After substituting this, okay, after substituting this, you can see U plus V, V minus U divided by A. I'm going to bring this A as common. I'll just take it as outside. I'll just take it that as outside. So you can find it is nothing but your expression of your algebraic equation. Can you say it is going to be an expression of your algebraic equation? Listen. So we had an equation like this, 1 by 2 U plus V minus U divided by A. So I'm going to bring this A outside. Therefore 1 by 2A U plus V minus U. So looking at this, you can find it is an algebraic equation. What is that algebraic equation? A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B. Therefore V minus U into V plus U can be written as V square minus U square. So I'm going to change this in this manner. V minus U, V plus U can be written as V square minus U square divided by 2A is equal to S. Got it? This is how we are getting it. Next step, S is equal to V square minus U square divided by 2A. Therefore 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. So bring this U square to this side. So minus to this side, if it comes, it will become plus. Therefore 2A plus U square is equal to V square. So we finally obtained our third set of equation. So first set A. So first is for acceleration. Acceleration means you have to take the slope. The second set of equation, that is nothing but your displacement. Displacement means you have to take your area. Okay, so in this only we are going to use two tricks. So first one, we are going to take the area of your rectangle plus triangle. Area of rectangle plus triangle. For second displacement, I'm going to take the area of my trapezium. So in this method we will be able to obtain them using your graphical representation. So now let us try to obtain them using your formulas. So first one is formula method. Acceleration. What is acceleration? Change in velocity by time taken. So acceleration means it is change in velocity by time taken. Now by looking at your graph, the velocity is changing from u and v. Therefore a is equal to v minus u divided by t. The at is equal to v minus u. At plus u is equal to v. Finally we got our first set of equation. So next one. Okay, next one is distance traveled. What is distance traveled formula? Average velocity into time taken. Average velocity initial plus final divided by 2. S is equal to u plus v divided by 2. So similarly you have to substitute for your v. What is v? U plus at. So I'm going to substitute for my v. Just play your math. You will finally obtain at your equation. Let us do it. So S is equal to u plus v divided by 2 into t. Now I am going to substitute for v. What is my v here? I am going to substitute for which one? V. Okay, I am going to substitute for my v. What is v formula? V is equal to u plus at. So substitute now. So by substituting, s is equal to u plus u plus at divided by 2 into t. So u plus u, it is 2a. Therefore 2a plus at divided by 2 into t. So once you multiply, them. So what you will get? 2ut plus 8t square divided by 2. Yes or no? 2ut plus 8t square divided by 2. This will be our last step. S is equal to 2ut plus 8t square divided by 2. S is equal to 2ut plus 8t square divided by 2. So now you have to divide them separately. 2ut divided by 2, 8t square divided by 2. 2 and 2 get cancelled. Therefore ut plus 1 by 2 at square. We obtained at our second set of equation. So s is equal to ut plus half at square. So now we will try to calculate the last one set of equation. So what is your last set of equation? Same formula. Distance traveled is equal to average velocity into time. S is equal to u plus v divided by 2, because that is your average velocity into time. So now I'm going to substitute for which particular factor? Time. So what is your time formula here? You remember where do we get this formula? Yes, from your first equation. So we got your time formula as v minus u divided by a. I'll tell you again. Okay, how to get this time formula? V is equal to u plus at. Therefore v minus u is equal to at. V minus u divided by a is equal to t. I got this formula. Now I'm going to substitute here. So s is equal to u plus v into t. U plus v by 2 into v minus u divided by a. So you take this 2a as common. Okay, I'm going to take this 2a as common. Commonly I'm going to take it outside. So therefore inside you will have v plus u into v minus u, which is nothing but your algebraic equation. Same algebraic equation you are going to use. So after using this, what you will get again? So s is equal to 1 by 2a v square minus u square. 2as is equal to v square minus u square, or v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, you bring this u square this side, it will become plus. Therefore v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So I want you people to derive this set of equations by yourself and try to analyze whether you are able to follow them. So there is one special case. The special case is when the body starts from rest, what will happen to its initial velocity? Next one, if the body is moving with a uniform retardation, a will be negative. So we will try to see how the equation changes for them. So first condition is it is starting from rest. Rest means initial velocity becomes 0. Therefore v is equal to u plus at. So this equation will change into, so this equation will change 0 plus at, therefore it will become at. Now next equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Now apply the condition. What is our condition? U is becoming 0. Therefore s is equal to half at square. Similarly v square is equal to 2as. So this is your condition whenever the body is starting with initial velocity to be at rest. Okay, if it is at rest means initial velocity is 0. Okay, the next condition. Okay, the next condition is if it is moving with uniform retardation. Retardation means, what is retardation? Retardation means negative of acceleration. Negative acceleration. So now apply your condition. V is equal to u plus at. So now this will changes. V is equal to u minus at. Next formula. S is equal to ut plus half at square. So now this will changes. S is equal to ut minus half at square. So the next one, what is our final one? V square is equal to u square plus 2as. So retardation means negative acceleration. So what it will become here, v square is equal to u square minus 2as. So these are the three different equations we use whenever it is moving in retardation. So this three you'll be applying a lot. There are many numericals based on this, so I want you people to thorough this formula and to learn about their derivation as well. Thank you.